Hey everybody, it's another Ask Emily video. I've done a couple of these, I believe, here on this Beauty Vlogcast channel, and they're always lots of fun because the questions are so random. And I just asked on the Beauty Broadcast Facebook page, that's facebook.com/beautybroadcast. Go there and click like so you'll know any other time I'm asking for more questions. But I got a whole bunch of really good ones for this video, and what I don't get to now, you know, I maybe will pass on to the next one. Was thinking about maybe doing this as a monthly thing, so let me know if you're interested in seeing something like that. I just think it's fun because when I think about my own tastes in like watching someone on YouTube, I take an interest in them as a person as well, and just kind of curious about, you know, their life and what they're like, you know, outside of the makeup world. So that's hopefully what these videos will kind of reveal to you. The first one here, Melanie says, how did you and your hubby meet? I love those stories. Well, Tyler and I first, I guess, knew of each other when he moved to my neighboring high school, and my school and the school he ended up coming to were consolidated for sports, for football. So we were both sophomores when he moved down. Tyler's sister, actually, who is a year younger than both of us, ended up joining the cheerleading squad. And so I got to know Sarah, and we became very good friends. And slowly, I just kind of remember being in the same circle of friends as Sarah and Tyler, and, you know, they kind of joined the rest of the people I knew and was already friends with, and it just kind of happened really naturally. Like, I don't know that I remember that one moment where like we formally shook hands and said, hey, I'm Tyler, I'm Emily. You know, I think maybe the first time I actually like socialized with him was probably at like a varsity football game, because we were a little bit younger at the time, so we were there as like fans, I guess, and they're just a bunch of kids like kind of mingling in the end zone area. Jenna says, what was your very first YouTube filming experience like? Well, the first time I shot a video, I was back in our old apartment. I had a really cheap camera from Best Buy that I got for like a rock bottom price, and I just remember turning that on, and I think I did something about e.l.f. brushes, like a review, and instead of actually talking to the camera, I felt like I was practically looking back on it, like whispering to the camera, like shut the door to the room I was in, didn't want anybody to hear me, just, you know, not very confident about it, not really sure what I was doing, feeling kind of strange talking to a camera, which now the camera is my friend. I never want to take that video down from my channel because I think part of what's interesting about YouTube is that people do evolve. You end up seeing, you know, better quality videos, probably a better comfort level on camera, but we all started somewhere, and I think that's kind of precious to think like, you know, I was once very nervous about doing this. Melissa says, what is your favorite coffee creamer? I like the Coffee Mate, like the dry stuff that you shake in, and I think like French vanilla, sugar-free, or there's a caramel sugar. Ooh, the caramel sugar-free one. That's what I have now, and it's really good. Cassandra asks, what's one thing that Tyler does that drives you nuts, and what do you do that drives him nuts? Well, obviously nothing I do that drives him nuts, so don't have to go there. Okay, what's one thing Tyler does that drives me nuts? I was just getting on him about this not too long ago, but it's like, okay, say it's the weekend, and we still have like an alarm that goes off to remind us, you know, wake up and get moving. And I mean, Tyler can hit that snooze button like a zillion times. Like, I feel like when my alarm goes off, like, I can hop out of bed and just get moving and do whatever I need to do, but he is so slow to move around in the mornings. And then when he wakes up, like, his eyes are like this, and he's like so like sloth-like in the mornings, and whereas I can really just jump out of bed, hit the ground running, and move. And I think part of that is just what I had to do for the news, you know. And he's usually a little quicker like on weekdays, but still, I mean, he's just kind of slow to get moving in the mornings. The thing I do that drives him nuts is probably getting on him about, why can't you get moving? No, in general, I think I am a more like high-strung person than he is. He's very laid back, keeps a very even temper about everything, and I, you know, if something comes up, like, I'll be more quick to get rattled or concerned about something or worried about something, and I think he would probably be like, why are you overreacting? So he probably thinks I'm overreacting at times when I think he would be underreacting or something like that. But I think that would probably be the thing that most often he would be like, come on, Em, you know. Elaine says, if you were forced to eat one of your makeup products, which one do you think would taste the best? Well, I have a confession to make. When I was a little kid, Mom would get those Avon lip balms from the Avon lady. I think they were like cherry, strawberry. They were like one color and there was like a stripe down the side and it would say what the name was. And my neighbor, who was also my cousin, had a tree house, and I remember we would be out running around and I'd have, of course, a lip balm on me, even at that age. And I would actually eat the lip balm. Like, I would go up into the tree house and I would like eat a good portion of that lip balm because it not only smelled good, but it had a definite taste to it. Nowadays, I feel like products don't have necessarily as much of a flavor as those did, but I would just nom on those. I mean, and it's crazy to admit it, and I can't really believe I'm saying it, but I would eat those, and I'm pretty sure if those are still around and being sold, they're probably the best tasting makeup out there. Oh, wait, do you remember when Jessica Simpson came out with that line called like dessert or something and everything was flavored? Like the lotions even had a taste to them? That stuff was pretty good too. Not that I was eating it. Brittany says, what's your favorite date night outing? I'm pretty easy to please. I mean, I like going out to eat, maybe to like say Chili's or Applebee's or something like that, and then maybe doing a little shopping or just going home after that, watching some TV. I mean, I just enjoy, it's more about the time spent with me, like with me and Tyler, as opposed to feeling like I have to be doing this certain thing. But we do have a lot of fun if we get to go to like a sporting event as well. Going to a college basketball game or a professional sporting event is always really exciting. Amanda says, what was your favorite childhood toy? I loved Barbies, of course, had a lot of Barbies, had a lot of Barbie clothes, and that was always fun. But my ultimate favorite, and I think they've changed in design like over the past few years, but my ultimate favorite was Polly Pockets. Loved Polly Pockets, not just like the little compacts that they came in and opened up, but also like the little, remember when they had like little houses and they were so detailed and cute, and they would open up and you could build a little village, like put them up, you know, bump them up side by side and build a little town. I loved that stuff. Like, and my mom still held on to it, so my niece Ashley she plays with that and she loves it too, because they don't make, I think Polly Pockets are like a lot bigger than they used to be. They used to be just itty bitty, and I love them so much. Melissa says, how do you maintain such an upbeat mood? I'm not really sure. I feel like I'm kind of just, I'm a happy person, and I have a lot to be grateful and thankful for, but I feel like even in situations that I've been in that maybe haven't been so pleasant, like I always just strive to, I want to be happy, you know, even if I'm just doing something not so fun or whatever, I try to make it fun. That's really like exactly the way my dad is as well, just always looking for the fun in something, trying to make a game out of something or make it enjoyable. I tend to be happy embracing the little things in life, not necessarily like I want the biggest whatever and I want to, you know, have this much money or something like that, but I do just enjoy like looking outside and seeing, you know, the squirrels run around or something like that. Like the little things make me enjoy life. I've also always been the type that if there's a conflict or an argument, I'm always very quick to want to have resolution on it. Like I don't like things festering or feeling like, you know, is this person upset over here? Like I'm kind of I guess sort of a direct person in that way, in that I don't want you over there, you know, like holding something in. If you're upset, tell me about it. I like to get things out in the open and get them resolved. So I think maybe that's what keeps me happy, is not feeling like I have a lot of underlying conflict in my life, maybe. I don't know. This is getting deep. Okay, Amanda says, favorite TV show. Right now it's probably Justified. I've gotten into Justified, watched so many seasons like in a short span of time. My mom and dad got me onto that show and it is awesome. Love Raylan, love all the characters. It's set in kind of like Eastern Kentucky, like Appalachia. I mean, there's drugs going on, there's all kinds of craziness, and Raylan, the main character, is a U.S. Marshal, and so he's going after fugitives. It's a very well done show, and I find it funny and also just extremely compelling. So I love that show. I also love Mad Men, which I've talked about a lot, and probably for reality TV, I also love American Idol. Megan says, although your new job is the channel, YouTube channel, and doing your makeup every day, how do you stay motivated not to stay in your PJs all day and catch up on your favorite TV shows? This is a really good question because I think in the back of my mind I thought as I was making the transition from a typical job where I was going to work somewhere instead of working at home, I thought in the back of my mind, man, I can do so many things, laying in bed at 10 in the morning, eating bonbons, doing whatever I want. But I mean, I think realistically, I came from a very regimented routine with the morning show. Had to go to bed at a certain time, had to get up at a certain time, and it was weird times in the middle of the night, And so I feel like it's hard, at least for me, to completely let go of the thought of having a routine. So even though I'm not going to the station and reporting for work, so to speak, I'm still reporting for work here in the sense that I want to have kind of an agenda each day of the things I want to get accomplished and work on. And I mean, I feel like I enjoy it so much, I can carry that straight into the evening even. Like I'm a little bit workaholic where this YouTube thing is concerned, and now that I've gotten to the point where I can invest even more time, it's like I need to know where the off switch is. In terms of getting myself ready, the whole makeup process obviously plays into what I do a whole lot. That's something like I don't even want to skip. Like I love the daily routine of doing makeup. Kind of leave it a little more to the weekends, maybe on having more couch time and just sitting around and watching TV shows and stuff like that, because we all want to do that, And in the past, I felt like, my weekends were used so much for working on YouTube stuff, and now I can push more of that time to the the quote-unquote work week and have a little more time on the weekends to spend with Tyler and do things like that. And another question somebody had asked was, do I feel like I've made the right decision? And I totally feel like I have. I mean, I am so all into this, what I'm doing right now. I mean, it's so fun for me. The ability to have fun and make a career out of it and feel like every day a sense of excitement is just a huge blessing. And I'm able to see it like grow and thrive, and I just love it. I love the ability to hopefully change someone's life. I mean, ultimately that's what I'm out to do, is to better someone's life or make them feel maybe a little bit happier, give them a little bit of a boost. Like that's what I'm out to do. I just feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and so it's great. So thank you so much for those questions. This is probably really, really long by now, so I've got a bunch more questions though, and I can either, like I said, maybe do this as a monthly type of thing with the Ask Emily videos. So thank you again, guys. I appreciate your time and for asking me all those great questions, and I will see you soon. Bye.